Greetings, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to cover an issue I had shortly after installing the FiTech system, specifically with the fuel pump and how noisy it was. Now, typically right when you start the vehicle, it would be fine. I mean, you could hear it, but it wasn't that big of a deal. But what would happen is, after it had been running for about 10 minutes, and if it's just sitting idle, not really much or any load at all on the engine, or fuel demand for that matter, the fuel pump would get extremely noisy. The first time I heard it, I thought it was running out of gas. But what I'm going to show you today is a setting that I found that you can modify and actually decrease the noise. So what I'm going to do is I'll get this thing started up. We'll get it warmed up, and first I'll see if I can recreate the sound by reversing a setting that I made, and then I'll show you, as you adjust this particular setting, what happens to the fuel pump. And so if you're battling a noisy, I mean obnoxiously noisy fuel pump with the FiTech system, maybe this will help you out. So and specifically the setting I'm talking about is the fuel pump control. This is in the Go EFI Pro tuning, so you have to make sure that you go into your display setup and enable this. So what you do is go in here, you go fuel pump control. So what we're going to do is we're going to modify this PWM for low flow. PWM is pulse width modulation. Now what that does is it has the ability to pulse the voltage going to the fuel pump, and this is designed to reduce heat and stress on the fuel pump when fuel demand is lower. And so out of the box, this is set about 75, and this is the one that I had turned down. And as I did so, the fuel pump noise went away too. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to turn it back up and see if I can recreate the fuel pump noise that I had, and then we'll put it back to where I've got it here, and we'll show you what it does for the noise on the fuel pump. Okay, so I just put it back at 75, and instantly, once you send that to ECU, you hear that pump kick up. I don't know if you can hear it very well in here, but let me step out of the vehicle and let you hear what it sounds like. So now you can hear fuel pump over exhaust. So now you can tell, with this set back on 75, the pump is under some extra stress now. And so probably building heat as well. The longer it runs like this, the louder it gets, and it gets to a point where it's excessively loud. You hear it over the exhaust, and it sounds like it's malfunctioning. So I'm going to put this back where I had it. You hear it almost instantly. I mean, instantly when you press that button, the noise goes away. All right, so there you go. If you've had problems with the FiTech inline fuel pump being noisy, especially after 10 or 15 minutes when it's had time to warm up and just sitting idle under no load, check that setting out. It might help modify it in small increments. See if you can reduce noise without affecting the way the system is running. So I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.